Hi folks, welcome back to the Domestead. It's been a little while. I've been kind of busy, got a little burned out there from the move and the holidays, and then ramping up with some other volunteer stuff that I do in town. It's really taken me on a different path recently, but that's okay. We're moved in, we're settling in. We've had people over a number of times. It's working out exactly as we had hoped. Today I'm just out enjoying this beautiful blue sky. I'm going to walk up, check the mailbox, and just look around. The snowbanks are still frozen. Basically, I have just a narrow enough driveway. Let me show you. So this is the driveway, and it's just wide enough to drive in, and I can't knock it down yet with the tractor because it's still these are all frozen, frozen hard. So we're just gonna wait for it to warm up. It's gonna be in the 40s all week long for the most part during the day. Freezing still at night, and we'll see how much it melts back. My goal this year is to pay attention to how this road reacts to all of this melt, because I'm going to have to tackle that later this year. Generally speaking, normally this road turns into a little bit of a mud fest when we have a lot of melt or a lot of rain in the spring. So we're gonna tackle that. In the meantime, I'm just gonna walk up to the mailbox and enjoy the sun. So I guess in the last video I did, which was a couple of months ago, it was basically just after we moved in, as we were moving in and we were settling in. So I guess I can give you a very short synopsis of what we've been up to. So we moved in, and that took a little time to settle in, get the furniture sorted out. We did things like ordered a new dining room set. We rearranged furniture a couple times. We put things up on the wall that had been in storage for a while. We still have to do the family photo wall. We haven't gotten around to that one yet. That one's going to take quite a bit of thought. We've been planning what our spring, summer, and fall is going to look like. And hopefully that's almost all outside work we're going to plan on doing. We cut down a very tall spruce for a Christmas tree. It was over 30 foot tall, and we took the top 14 foot of it, which was really nice and thick. The tree had to come down anyways. It was in a little stand that it was kind of crowding out some younger trees all around it. So I decided to take that one down and let the others thrive. And it made a beautiful tree. We had friends and family over for the holidays. We visited family for the holidays. We visited down south. I had to go see my son, daughter-in-law, and my grandson. So we saw them. So we've been on the road a bit. Then I do a volunteering with our local nonprofit group that we run our winter carnival here. So it takes a lot of my time for a few weeks in January and February. So it didn't really feel like pulling a camera out and talking about it, because it's just us doing stuff. And if you want to experience winter carnival, I recommend you come to Adirondack Lake. It's usually the first week in February every year. It's pretty amazing. We have a website, check it out. Anyways, so then we're all done with all that now. Oh, our last pet passed away right after Christmas, our cat passed away. She had been with me for 15, 16 years. She started developing some kidney issues, I guess, and so we had to say goodbye to her. We're currently petless at the moment, so we are now looking. We're thinking about maybe a cattle dog, which is basically a really cool working dog breed. It won't be an outside 24/7 dog. It'll still be a family pet, but it'll just spend all its time with us. We don't want to get anything too big, not as big as Caesar was. Caesar, the Roddy Lab, he was a big boy, and taking him in a canoe or kayak was a real challenge because he was a big boy, and usually meant you were going to go swimming if he was in the boat with you. So we're thinking about getting something maybe half his size. Although I'm still looking at little poo varieties that always tug my heartstrings. I just love the little things, and I never did when I was a kid, but as I've gotten older, I've learned to love those little bundles of love. And so that's where we're at. We have been basically enjoying ourselves, relaxing when we can. Basically, some days we just take a day off. We stay, busy, and then take a chill. Don't even get out of the jammies kind of day. We have been burning through a little propane. My 320-pound tank, so when I get it full, it goes to 275 gallons, I guess. In the really coldest part of winter, it's lasting me 1.5 months. And we're keeping the house at about 70, 72, somewhere in there, depends. The main bedroom wing we keep a little bit colder, just to make it comfortable to sleep. But the slab is staying warm. The heating system is working perfectly, and we're very, very content. We are still in the process of straightening up the garage. That's my absolute next project that I have to tackle, because I can't get anything else done until I do that. So it might be dark, and I'll see what the camera does. But let me show you this hot mess. This is my garage. I can go turn the light on. Hang on. Yeah. I've been reluctant to show this. I'm very embarrassed by this. This has just been the catch-all. So I have more bales of cellulose insulation that needs to go into the ceiling in the master bedroom wing. And I might even be able to put some, if I have enough left over, I might even blow some, take this drywall down and blow some up into that ceiling up there, which I don't think I need though, because that's the above the entrance, and we had a lot in there. We need more in the bedroom ceiling. We knew that. I've been using the scaffolding as just storage racks. Yeah, stuff is just everywhere, and my power tools are on the floor, and that is not acceptable. I have a whole bunch of trim work to do that needs to be sorted out, and I need to have my benches put back together. We did have a chest freezer. You may have seen that in previous videos, because for a long time it was inside the house. I just went and bought another one. That's the packing material from something else. It's got to get tossed, but you get the idea. So we have, yesterday actually we went and picked up a half of a pig from friends of ours who have an organic farm. So yeah, you just saw a slice of Dave that I don't normally like to show. This garage is an absolute mess. And the shop is the same. Everything is just dumped in there. I can pull the tractor in, but as I collected things or had to move things, it just went there. I bought a somewhere around 500 or 550 gallon potable water tank, used off a buddy of mine. he had it and he had used it for a while and they decided they didn't need it anymore. So he gave me a pretty good price on it. And I was like, yeah, I'll take it right away. And so that's in there. And that we just kind of pushed in there. And it's a big round tank, big white poly tank. You'll see it eventually. It's going to be part of this year's projects. So, yeah, that's where we're at. So we have, like over here, this is all the Christmas stuff. Is all boxes and boxes of Christmas stuff that needs to find a new home. Technically, what I need to do is to, later this year, I'm hoping, maybe, that we could build a loft up in here, which is going to be our storage. And then we can figure out how we're going to heat this space. If I put a loft in and I only insulate the lower section and I get a better door, I can then hook up the heat because I have the PEX in the concrete here, and we can heat this lower section. Deb wants to park her car in here in the winter. We'll see how that plays out. So you get the idea. We have been both busy and lazy, and I have been, quite frankly, unmotivated to pull out a camera. And here I am, I'm just rambling on. So maybe I'll show you some other stuff. Kind of a false blizzard happened last night. They had predicted 7 to 12 inches. We didn't get it. I got a plow anyways.
I can't get on here. What?